guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. So right here on my desk I have a few sheets of these masterboards that I've made. Basically it's just collage and then you decorate it however you like. I've put some various stickers and stamping on here, as well as some paint drippings and all kinds of fun stuff to create this really nice masterboard. It's just basically a collage of paper and tissue paper and like book page and things like that. And then I stamped them. So here's another one. This one I did decorate with colored papers, a lot more, mostly scraps, guys. Like, it's just scrap paper glued on top of a larger sheet, perhaps maybe some construction paper or some gift wrapping paper. You like the pretty side, the other side's pretty plain, and then you can make all kinds of like really cool things like this. And then there's this one as well that I did a lot more stamping on. It's mostly book page, and what I decided to do was take one of my masterboards and turn it into an art journal. So that's what I have here on my desk, is one of these pretty pages that I made, just basically folded into thirds to make an art journal, and then I just stuffed it with like really cool like manila kind of construction paper. It feels kind of construction paperish, but I think it will take like sketching and paints really well. And I put a lot of paper in here, so I can probably get like, you know, a lot of good art going in this journal. So basically I'll give you the measurements of this. I believe this measures about 16 by let's see, 16 by almost 12. So let's see here. There's 12. And from here to here, yeah, it's about 16 and a half by almost 12. So like 11 and 3/4 or so. So I don't really have that much control over the size of the paper that it is, because like I said, it's just a masterboard. This one is a lot larger. It's construction paper on one side. These measure like 12 by 18 or so. So yeah, this is what the back side of a construction piece of paper looks like, and then you just do something like this on the other side, and then you can have yourself a nice masterboard to make a book cover with. So all I've done really, again, is just stuffed it with some papers that I can use, and I just need to figure out like which is my front, which is my back. And I like the fact that it says vintage here, journal here. You know, there's a lot of cool stamping on here, do not open. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna make this my front cover, and this will be my the centerfold flap. Okay, so what I'll do is I will place my, let's see, I will place, oh, I don't know, let me think about it. I'm gonna have to place my 3-hole pamphlet stitch somewhere in here. I'm thinking I'll do it along here. This way I can have writing space on one side and then art space on the other, or vice versa. I don't think it really matters too much which way. So all I really need to do is figure out like where do I want my closure, because that to me is what I'm really concerned about, is how am I going to keep this closed so that it's, you know, more personal and whatever. So I think I'm going to do a closure here with a eyelet. So I'll make this side my spine. Yeah, let's do that. So right now I've got the pages all in here. There's probably about, I want to say about 12 or so sheets of this manila paper in here. I'm just going to use my crocodile and pop myself 3 holes to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So I pretty much just folded it into thirds, not really mathematically selecting like how big each section will be, but yeah, I just folded it into thirds, and now I've paper clipped this side in so that I can crocodile 3-hole punch it. So just going to give myself a nice little crease right down the side here. And I will crocodile 3-hole punch right through the middle here. Okay. So I'm going to use my 1/8 inch, the first setting on the crocodile, and then just pop 3 holes in just at random, but on that crease line. There's 1, 2, and I'll slide this one down just a little bit. There's 3. Okay, so there's my 3 holes for my 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And I'm just going to use just some wax thread, because that's easy. Don't need my awl, but I do need some scissors. I like this buttery yellow color, so I'll use this to stitch this up with. And I'm just going to use a darning needle to stitch this. The important thing is that your needle fits through the holes that you made. If your needle is too big, you'll end up ripping your pages, so keep that in mind. Even though you'd like to get a needle with a very big eye, so that you know, so that you don't have to struggle to thread it. I think I'm going to place my, let's see, maybe I'll do it to the inside as usual. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start in the middle on the inside, go through here, come up through here, go down to the bottom, and then come back through the middle right here. And that's it, guys. That's all it is. That's a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Now you're just going to tie this off in a lock knot so that you don't lose everything. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. As well as now you have yourself a cool little journal that you can use to do just about anything. So I do a lock knot here in the middle. Make sure that one string is on one side of this band and the other string is on the opposite side of this band. And then I just do myself a little lock knot, which is right over left and then left over right. And then I tie a little bow just for the sake of tying a bow. Alright, so now I have this cutesy little guy, which didn't take much time at all to do. I'm kind of like, really usually there's all kinds of things that can go wrong, but for this instance nothing went wrong. Alright, so there's that. Now what I'm thinking is I want to put an eyelet over here to do my closure. So I'm just going to take my crocodile, run it through the middle here. Oh, gotta remove this one. So yeah, I'm just gonna run my crocodile through somewhere near the center. Doesn't even have to be central, but I'm gonna put it right about here. I'm using the 3/16 inch hole just to make a hole big enough for my eyelet. And that's that. So I'll pop a little eyelet in there. Let's see. What color eyelet? Maybe a red eyelet this time. Yeah, I've got lots of red splatter paint all over. Oh, maybe a little lavender colored eyelet. Because I'm going to decorate the front of this. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Now that I think about it, I'm going to decorate the front of this, the cover here. Let me see if placing my eyelet right there makes a difference. So I'm just going to use my crocodile to squash the eyelet in place. Okay, so there's that. I can tighten that up. I'll probably get it just a little bit more flat on the back side. Okay. So, all right, so there's that. And let's see, I want to decorate the front here, but I also need this to be my closure. So what am I going to close it up with? I think I'll use some of this. Yeah, I can use some of this ribbon. Just pass it through just to get it started. I'm just going to pass it through this eyelet. Of course, that's not working, so and then yeah, let me just show you what I mean by decorate the front. So I've passed that through there. I want to place like some lace along the side here. I have some of this pretty coffee dyed lace I can place right here. You can still see the pretty patterns underneath. And then I want to place some lace like over here on the spine where the 3-hole pamphlet stitch went, so I can do that. But for my cover, I have this pretty girl right here, and it's just some regular papers, and this is like some vellum from packaging. So let's just go ahead and play with this and see like where we can decorate it so that the closure still works. Perhaps I can place it right on top, really, but then my purple eyelet can't be seen. Alright, so let me just do this. I'm going to use some art glitter glue. I am going to just layer my my little cluster for my front cover right through here, and I want this little piece of vellum to go right over here. Art glitter, again, does not give you much time to maneuver, but it does dry clear, guys. So even if I place a little bit on this piece of vellum, it'll dry clear. So I'm safe in that regard. Just going to pop that down right over here. And then I'm going to put my little girl right there on the cover. So let's see, and what I did was I inked this, I pre-inked it in, what color was that? Dusty Concord, that purple. And so I guess my little pretty eyelet doesn't matter. That's a shame. So I'm just going to pop her down with a little bit of art glitter right through there, and I'll figure out my closure in just a minute. Alright, so that'll go there. Let me get my lace down on here. So again, I'm just going to randomly apply some art glitter through here. Don't need a whole lot, and then just smush my lace through it. Just overlapping the edge of the book. And then I want to put some on the spine section over here, so I'll do the same thing. Just pop some glue down here, both sides along the spine, and lace it. I try to get my lace pretty straight because there is a center piece that the thread can lay underneath, so that's all great right there. And then I'll cut away any excess if there's any top and bottom. But to hold this in place, I probably need to use a couple of clips, so let me grab some of those. I normally decorate my covers before I put in my signature, but I've been holding on to this for so long, And then I have a trip coming up that I wanted to take this little art journal with me. I'm going to Alaska. So yeah, I just wanted to bring this art journal along for the trip, and you know, do some journaling and you know, photos and pictures that I can sketch in here. So I'm just gonna clip that down and let it dry for just a few, not very long. Okay, so okay, I got my what is this, my lace ribbon going through here, and I can pull it until, let's pull it until it gets to about there, and then wrap it around this way. How am I going to get these two to tie? Alright, so I think that's plenty. I'll figure out how to get them to tie in just a second. Let me cut it so that this isn't hindering my process here. Alright, so let's see. I got my lace closure going this way. I can wrap the whole thing. Maybe wrap it this way and then tie it off. I don't know. I'll figure out how to get it to tie in just a moment. I will figure this out. But I think something like this will work. Just like that. So I wrapped it around probably about twice, going in the same direction, and then pulled it back on itself. So I won't get a full bow, at least not right now, but I'm sure once everything dries and I remove these clips, I should be able to rewrap it and get a full bow right here in this section. But now I have my pretty little girl. I don't know where I'm gonna put her. Maybe I'll put her on the inside. Let's see what the inside looks like. Seeing that I have all of this wrapping up the closure, yeah, I can put her, wow, why didn't I think of this before? I can put her right here. Yeah, there she goes. That's where she'll live. Alright, so that's pretty much it, guys. Like, once I get her down, I'm just gonna let my lace dry. And everything's all stitched up. Oh yeah, she is pretty vintage, isn't she? That's cool. Yep, she can live right there. And this is just some paper that I got from Temu. This is one of my little vintage Victorian, little ladies with wings that I inked with Dusty Concord with some doily paper in the background. I think I'm gonna probably get like a little piece of, I don't know, a little I don't know, maybe I'll put a little button here or something just to bring it all together. And then I found this. Okay, so this may be my closure that I'm looking for. Let's try it. This is just some lace ribbon that I picked up at the dollar store. I'm just gonna give this a little pass through and see if it works. Yeah, it's sturdy enough to run through the eyelet, and yeah, I think I will use this purple ribbon instead, which will go really nicely with my girl on the inside right there. And now I have myself a really nice large art journal that I can do sketching in, all kinds of like paints or what have you. And then this side over here is left for journaling space, so that works out really well. So yeah, guys, I hope this gives you guys some inspiration to go ahead and give an art journal a try. Just decorate it however you like. Use a masterboard, use your an existing book, just stuff it with papers that you can use. This is just an art journal. I'll probably do some journaling in here with you guys, but I am going to take this on my trip with me to Alaska, and I'll let you see what kinds of things I stuff into this cool book. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you right here. I hope you guys have a super crafty day. Go do something wonderful. It's like one of the best days of the week. It's a craft day. Like every day should be a craft day. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Stay naturally curious, and thanks for checking out all my links. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And don't forget to check out my Etsy shop that has those tag journals in there for sale. All right, I'll talk to you in the next one.